Today we're going to talk about whether the Insta360 One RS is a worthy upgrade from the Insta360 One R. There's a lot of chatter, there's a lot of talk about these two cameras and whether or not the RS is a worthy upgrade from the R, but I do think there's a few things that this camera does that stands it apart from the older version of the camera, the Insta360 One R. The first really important bit of information you need to know about these two cameras is that they are cross-compatible, which means you can use the new 4K boost mod, for instance, with the old Insta360 One R, or you could use the new core with the old Insta360 One R. You can use the new battery from the Insta360 One RS, which is 21% bigger, with the older camera. So you can mix and match. You don't have to upgrade all the way. If you want to get the new 4K boost lens and use it with your old Insta360 One R, you can do that. If you want to just upgrade the battery and get more battery life, you can get the battery separate as well. So to start with, I think that's just important to know. You can cross-compatibilize these cameras together. They go together. It is important to know that the new mic adapter that you can buy, which is a lot better, it doesn't stick out as far, it's a bit more compact. We're getting that to test in the next few weeks, so if you're not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do subscribe down there, press the bell, notifications on, so you don't miss any uploads, new videos every single week. But it's important to know that that new mic adapter isn't compatible with the old one. That's the only caveat with this whole cross compatibility. But apart from that, all the different mods do work together. The one killer feature is active HDR. It actually works inbuilt. Previously on the Insta360 One R, you could only shoot HDR photos, but now you've got HDR video. And if you like that look, if you want to use HDR footage, then you've got that option to record in camera with stabilization, the active HDR. And that can be for brightly lit, active, kind of action-packed footage for mountain biking in the Alps, or if you're skiing in France, or whatever you're doing, then you can use that active HDR footage. If you want to upgrade to the Insta360 One RS, it's important to know that it comes with that new battery built in. 21% bigger. It goes from 1190 milliamps on the Insta360 One R to 1445 milliamps on the Insta360 One RS. So you get about 84 minutes in 5K 30 on the new camera, and compared to 65 minutes in 5.3K 30 in the Insta360 One R. So there's a big difference in the battery, about 21% more powerful, and that's a good feature. You can have a couple of those and have a good few hours worth of recording. I think that is a really important feature in today's cameras, that the battery life is a lot better. If you're somebody that takes photos with your Insta360, then you'll like the new RS. It comes with a 48 megapixel half-inch sensor on the new boost lens, which is brilliant. 48 megapixels in the camera. We all know more megapixels don't mean better pictures, but it's having that ability to crop into photos that will make the difference. You'll be able to crop in and you'll still keep that detail in the photograph. So compared to the 12 megapixels on the Insta360 One R, it's a big jump up to the Insta360 One RS. The new case is greatly improved. That was one of the complaints about the old case, especially using it with the Leica lens. You had to take the filter off the Leica lens to get it out of the case and put it back in. It's a bit of a pain in the backside. This new case on the Insta360 One RS pops open from the side and it slides out like so. So it's so much easier. You don't have to mess about taking the filter off the Leica lens. Not such a massive issue when you've got the 4K wide angle lens on the Insta360 One R or the boost lens on the Insta360 One RS. But to have that sliding out from the side, a lot better. You've of course got the cold shoe adapter holes on the top as well of the new case, so you can add a cold shoe on the top for a light or a microphone. Everything else pretty much stays the same design wise. You've still got the same battery and SD card port on the side. The actual build quality of the thing is the same. The only difference between the lenses is the new 4K boost lens, which can record in 6K widescreen as well. The rest of the lenses, the Leica lens and the 360 lens, are both the same lens used in the Insta360 One R. With the new core, you've got better stabilization. It's been improved, and there's no need for post-production anymore. With that new power you've got in the new core, it actually adds the flow state stabilization directly to the footage. You'll get an MP4 file when you download the footage from the SD card. Instead of having to put it into post-production and add the flow state stabilization through the app or the desktop studio, it's already built in. You've got the extra power, the extra oomph with this new core. Really is fantastic. The flow state stabilization, comparable to Hypersmooth on the GoPro, stabilization is really phenomenal. Now it's built into the footage, no need for post-production. So the question is, should you upgrade? Now, the decision really is yours. It's not down to me to sell you this camera, it's just down to me to tell you the facts, give you the specs, and tell you my experience of using these two devices over the last 3 weeks. I would say if you've already got the Insta360 1R, then maybe just upgrade the mods, get the new core, or invest in the new boost lens, get the new battery. They do actually do a core pack, which is all those new features that you can buy on their own. I think it's about £250 in the UK. Then you can add those mods to your old Insta360 1R. If you haven't got one of these cameras and you've been thinking about pulling the trigger, now is probably the time. Up until the 22nd of April especially, there's a spring sale on and there's discounts site-wide. And if you buy through the link down below, Insta360 will give my subscribers a free accessory as well. You'll get a free invisible selfie stick if you purchase through the link down below. So if you haven't got one of these cameras, they've updated it, they've fixed some of the faults of the old camera. It's not perfect. There's new accessories on the way, so you need to stay tuned for those as well. So there's updated the firmware all the time. If you don't own one of these cameras, it's definitely one of the best action cameras out there. There's lots of things to think about. Like I said, it's not down to me to tell you what to do. I'm just giving you my thoughts and my advice of using these two devices over the last few weeks. I still think they're fantastic cameras. Well, that's it for this video. I hope it helps you make some kind of decision about which of these cameras to go for, whether or not you want to buy this over the GoPro or this over the Action Osmo or whatever you want to do. This is a brilliant camera and I fully recommend it. If you are going to buy one, make sure you do purchase through the link below. It helps this channel at no extra cost to yourself and you will get that free accessory. But until next time then guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next one. Bye.